In this video, I'll cover how you can succeed as an affiliate marketer in the era of AI. So I put this article together and it's called The 5 Secrets to Dominate Affiliate Marketing in the AI Era. And I put it together because I realized that there's still a lot of people talking about Google SEO and blogging. And that was the era that I grew up in. In the late 1990s, I realized that a lot of websites were ranking in search engines, and that was before Google existed. And so I continued to do that and saw a lot of success, as well as seeing a lot of other affiliates do very well. But there were many ups and downs since then. And I realized that if I wanted to do something different, if I wanted to avoid mistakes, especially in the future, I had to pivot. And I've thought about that many times since the 90s. And I was thinking, gosh, even here I'm on YouTube that's owned by Google. I realized that instead of just building a whole bunch of websites to diversify, there are other ways to diversify, not just from traffic sources, but also just the way we do things that kind of connect with how traditional business runs. And I want to share these 5 secrets with you. And these have helped me, especially during the ups and downs of Google SEO. And so the first thing I want to talk about is this is focused on high ticket or recurring commissions, because if you're just focused on one-time sales, pretty much you're like a salesperson that has to start from zero every single day. And if you are focused on recurring commissions, then it makes your life easier. And if you look at these examples here, there are SaaS solutions, software as a service. These are subscription services for software where you can have customers paying monthly or even annually. For high ticket, you have high-end online courses. Some of them are also subscription based. Got coaching programs and membership sites, masterminds. And so they don't always apply to every niche. So you might want to start thinking what niches offer these. And it's not just about making money online, even though that's what I'm focused on as far as my niche goes. You can see high-end affiliate courses or high-end online courses in a wide variety of markets, whether that's health or relationship, almost any major niche that you could think of. And especially if there's a huge community. And when you're building something with a community, some association that's fee-based, you can think about some other organizations outside, when you look at, your community, look at what's happening locally, whether it's in your city, in your state, there are communities that people are willing to pay for. And so that's why I'm thinking, got to think about how things are done offline and how you can apply some of these concepts within your online business. Because even though there's a push for people to just want to focus online, just want to do remote work, you could utilize these concepts and apply them online. And the same thing with subscription services. Everyone pays monthly, especially for electricity, for utilities. And so there are other things that people pay for to help their lives, beyond just the normal needs to live. There are things that people pay, especially for luxury items. So think about those. And the reason why I tell you to focus on this is because so many people, they'll focus on items that are easy to sell, $3 items, $7 items, items under $50, and that's great. But you have to have something, especially in the back end, to compensate for all these issues that are happening online, especially the algorithms. No matter if you're working on social media or even working with SEO and other platforms, there's always going to be ups and downs. So this will help you out. Next thing is leveraging AI tools. Some people think that AI tools have got them put their sites in a bad situation. So just instead of just thinking about using AI for SEO, think about other things. Because when you're using copywriting, when you're using the AI tools that you have, whether it's free like ChatGPT or Plus or other tools, the thing is that persuasion has always been something that helps people buy. And while doing your business, you want to think about getting people that want to buy. You want to attract these types of people instead of people who are just looking for freebies, but you want to convert them along the way. And the way you do that is that you build trust, you build up that know, like, and trust factor. And one big part of that is copywriting. So copywriting goes beyond SEO. It's not an SEO thing. Just think about human desires and getting people to see what you are offering, grabbing their attention, and then building up that trust and desire enough so they could actually take action. So also there are a wide variety of tools to learn more about your audience. AI tools have been coming out, especially for analytics, automating admin tasks. People have been using, like, let's say ChatGPT a lot for writing, but you could do a lot of other things. For example, I have AI and automation tools do work for me. So if you're wondering about that, I do have an article on my website at Infospike that talks about something called robotic process automation. But there are many things that you can do. And I would say that these are kind of course, like technical tasks. If you aren't so techy, the good thing is that people are selling kind of like tools, automation tools that can help out your life, save a lot of time and money. Next thing is providing a high touch customer experience, because when we think about the recent issues with people losing a lot of money, losing tons of traffic on Google, especially because of the Google helpful content update, you'll want to think about how you can be more human. Sounds kind of weird, but if you are doing this, if you are thinking about just pushing out a bunch of content out there, it's not just about that. When you want people to buy, especially high ticket items, you have to connect to them on a personal level. So many people have gone into online marketing. Some people it's because they're antisocial. But I would say build up those skills that allow you to communicate, allow you to connect with people, and allow you to even have conversations with people directly, whether it's through Zoom or some other remote technology for having these conversations. I encourage that because it helps build the trust, especially when you're just starting out. I think it's a very important skill to have, and understanding people's needs. When you uncover those, their problems, their concerns, you're able to provide solutions. Next thing is mastering social media and influencer marketing. This is something that I avoided for many years because I was in direct marketing many years ago, especially in the 90s, direct sales, and I realized that I needed to focus on a bunch of phone calls and just focus my time on having conversations with people to provide, to provide them with solutions, to sell what I was offering. And so what I'm saying here is that instead of doing that, figure out ways where you could utilize technology, leverage technology, especially social media, to do a lot of the work for you, especially when it comes to networking. You don't have to call a bunch of people. You could go ahead and comment on other groups, people's profiles. You could DM them. So I encourage that. It's something that I think will be very helpful for you. Again, with connecting with people. It's very important. Just because you're online doesn't mean you can't connect with people. Lastly, continuously test and optimize. So every effort that I have been talking about, every strategy I've been talking about, you can do it over time and then collect data on it to discover what you've been doing right and what you've been doing wrong, what you can improve on, and you can see that even like in social media, for example, you create posts over time and you realize some posts get more engagement than others. And then you'll also see posts where there are uh, no engagement or less engagement on other posts. And so you learn from that. You learn to see what type of content the algorithm likes that people like. And then you go from there. You pretty much double down on what has been working. And you could do the same thing with email marketing. You send out emails, you see what subject lines get a lot of clicks, and you see what content within the body of your emails gets more clicks. And then you get the idea what people like more. You can do that across almost every channel that you work on. And as long as you have analytics, as long as you're monitoring those platforms, whatever platforms you're using, try to find out ways to track your progress, track people's behaviors. Some people don't like this idea about tracking, but in marketing, it's very crucial. And it's not just about being like Big Brother, it's about learning how to serve your audience as best as possible. So just keep that in mind. When we're gathering analytics, we're using these platforms, these analytics platforms, to understand our audience. And that's what you should be doing as a business. You should understand what are your core desires of your audience, how you can give people what they want, how you can solve their problems. And of course, if you're in business, whatever you're offering, whether it's tools, whether it's content, these offerings are what help people solve their problems. So just keep that in mind. And that's pretty much what I wanted to convey today. There's a lot of information that I provided. And if you want to learn more, check out my website, check out Infospike, where you can learn a lot about how to improve your affiliate marketing, how to attain success, especially using the latest technologies, using artificial intelligence. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.